Hi guys,
Hey guys.
here we are on the shores of Western Australia. As you can see, beautiful turquoise ocean, white sands, heavy people, kids playing. The splash of colors today is just
Stunning.
But why we here, why we're not snorkeling right now is because we have a story to share with you. So we are traveling Western Australia, mostly Western Australia, for 4 years now, and this very magical, beautiful, mysterious, special place. We are here fifth time, I think.
Or sixth.
Yeah.
Fifth, sixth.
And now it's like returning home. And every single time we come, we are invited deeper into exploration of what this place and our earth in the end of the day, and humans, what we really are all about. And the places like this, I think, this is where the moment in history where we found ourselves right now is remembering who we are. And places like this, they help us. So what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I'll never forget, we are now 12 years in Australia already, so first 5 years was mostly, work home. And you can have a taste a little bit of the nation, of the people, of the land, but actually not much. And the first time for me, it's happened in this place here in Cape Ranch, when I was felt from the land, from Australian land, to be accepted. So I never forget, we just have one tent, we were lying on the ground, and I was feeling how the land embraced me, and I was sinking in, like I was no weight, like all my weight was going to the ground. And it's not like the words, but it's just the feeling, but the images and the words manifested in my mind, that I know that the land greeted me. It's very, very ancient land, especially this part. It's still, is some tourism here, but it's still very, very intact, very pure, very raw, very ancient. And I felt that, and I was almost crying. It was a beautiful moment, and I want to share with you, because then I know that me personally was accepted on this land here, and this land accepted me as a foreigner with all my problems, everything that I brings, and good and bad, and it was really special moment. So yeah, and then much later I discovered, like now when we were Karanjini, when we did some investigation, I discovered that the major song line,
so maybe,
actually.
sorry to interrupt, to explain people what's Karajini.
Yeah, Karanjini is also a special place in the area that we've been through. There's a lot of canyons, and is the tradition of the Aboriginal people. It's called Warlu Way. They actually sing, some forces sing everything in the existence. This is the legend. And the central song line goes through this Karanjini that we've experienced 1 month ago, exactly here to this area. We didn't know that. And I think it's meaningful, because we could felt it. Right? We could felt it, and we are very, very, very grateful. Yeah.
So what about Karajini? That's it?
Yeah, for now I think, because Karanjini is in the middle of this song line. But maybe next time, now we're on Cape Ranch, maybe we can talk about this, and maybe how this compared to our European ley line, or maybe dragon lines, and special sacred place, monolithic place that they are on Balkans maybe. I think that personally they're all connected, and these places, what they do, they help us remembering on a several level, or past life, or I don't know, it's difficult to explain, but something that we have already, and it hands this. It's like information is stored here, and the place help us to reach this information. And so this is how I see it. Yeah. And the one thing also that I also see today, I posted on a website, also on Facebook, Old Worlds, New Worlds, so you can check it out. It's actually the scientists, they made measurement in certain sacred places, megalithic places, like on ley lines and song lines, and they discovered actually that it is some type of song. And it's really interesting stuff. In 70s, it was one zoologist who follows the bats with the sonars, and he followed bats just before the dawn, and he heard very, very strange sound, and when he turned her head, there were stones in the circle and nobody there. So he thinks that he imagining stuff, and he was going there with his equipment, searching for the biological life, like maybe some bats produce sound, or maybe some animals, or some humans playing, and no one was there. And then he heard it again. He was in the middle of circle, and the storm begins to sing, and then the sun begins to rise, and when the first rays touch the stone, the tonal reel increase, and this sound increases, and he was amazed, what is going on, and all these megaliths there, they sing with increasing rays touching them, like saying hello to the sun. So it was fantastic experience, it's touched my heart, because when I go to certain places, usually in my own, I can feel them, that they are special, that they say something to us. So yeah, maybe you can help to add something.
Yeah. So for me, I need to start at the beginning. I'm into spiritual stuff and megaliths and Lala over 20 years now, and the story that the little bits and pieces that came together for me into consistent full story is that this earth is sacred place. Some say it's prison, it's this and that, and it is for a certain point of view, or maybe there is space you can experience prison here if you want. That's you can. But on the other side, being here in Australia or back home, visiting those places, they, as Manu says, they are sacred. I think this planet, or whatever it is, to not offend anyone, this place of healing. And as I said before, those sites, they are awakening now. They are calling us to come to them, to get silent. First thing is to gain capacity to get silent, to shut the fuck up. To shut the fuck up.
And really listen. With all senses, actually.
And listen. And learn to, it's just remembering. It's what we have. It's just like, those are the senses that for some reason we or somebody else, we put them to sleep. And now the time has come to remember how to use them and to use them.
The ancient knows it. Huh?
Yes. And on places like this, I feel ancestors from different cultures and different lineages. The beings that we were connected before, maybe through past lives or some other existences, they gathered here, and those are like gathering places. And it's not necessary for you, obviously, to come to Australia or I don't know, but they are all around the world. I'm sure they are around your town or your state, or you know.
No doubt.
Yeah, and one quality I found about those places, two actually. One, they hold that incredible beauty. There is just something about them. When you come to those places, it's just. And second one is deep silence. There is a structure north in Kimberley area, whole Kimberley area, very special. Very, some of the, for First Nation people here, some of the most sacred places in Australia. So there is a town, Kununurra, I love a lot. And very close to town, there is like really spectacular structure, stone, rock structure, red. Like when sun goes down, it's like red. It's like, you know, Uluru colors. And you see there's like apitata. And you sit on the rock, and it's just...
It's incredible peace there, incredible peace.
And there is a road from both sides, actually all around there are roads, right? But once we stop our car by the road, pretty busy road, you know, it's farming town.
The only one.
Yeah, and we stopped, just randomly we stopped car somewhere and just walked in, because those kind of megalith shapes, they start immediately by the road. And we enter in, and there is clear line. On this side it's sound of town, noises of town and road. On this side of the line,
But invisible line.
Invisible.
Invisible.
It's just like thin wall. You step, and there is deep silence.
You hear
Like
nothing from the street.
yes, you have to experience it. You can't explain. And as you walk deeper and deeper and deeper, there is silence. And that silence is created for us, so we can hear ourselves, the ancestors gathering at those places, the rocks and stones, as he said before. And I feel the time is now. Maybe it's just for me, for us, and other people for sure experienced this before, but I think now I think it's intensifying for some reason. And
Probably because the earth is shifting too.
yes, it seems like something is happening to
Yeah,
Earth, and
no doubt.
yes, and following Dr. Osmanagish for many years and following the pyramid story, what he's saying is they dig deeper into those tunnels. He feels, and they measure the potency of the energy there getting stronger, and also they measure it with negative ions. Like they have measurements from years ago. It's growing. The amount of negative ions, it's growing. Every year it's higher and higher. I think this level they record.
Which makes no sense if you think about it, because they're usually in the nature. And they are deep in the tunnels, 300 meters deep in the tunnels, which is really interesting.
Yeah. And another quality of those places, like if you would go and measure those negative ions, I'm sure, ocean obviously, it's you know,
ocean,
beach is beach,
waterfalls.
right? And water and everything, and sacred geometry. But by the way, while I was walking here, just right there, I found this beautiful coral in the shape of fish, I would say, and looked like vesica. You see, like vesica in between, right? Or is it just me? Fishy.
The
Fishy.
ions.
Yeah, also I. Also in that. Anyway, but and we're sleeping in the sand dunes now, and it reminds me so much of desert, and it is. This is very dry area, one of the driest in Australia. They have very little rain, so you get that desert vibe, and especially when you are on the dunes, and they just provoke something in me every single time we hear. There is that memory of me living once and being connected to desert people, to nomads. That's why this life suits me so well, I think, traveling around, moving. And this is really kind of intimate momentum. Yesterday we were driving from town back home to where our caravan is, our camping site, and we were listening Rumi, mystical poet. And I was looking into white dunes. It gave me beautiful experiences before as we were passing in tears, just memory. And I think the time has come that we complete finally ourselves with all those memories and everything, complete who we once were, bring those qualities together.
Surface.
Exactly. And just to remember, and if there is something that those desert people have, like Bedouini. I visited Petra once, and I had most beautiful experience right on the top in monastery with Bedouini. Their eyes, the black light, and I walked and our eyes just met, and we were just standing there, just connect, like instantly, like ocean. We just stare at each other, like, I don't know, 2 minutes. And even he said, he was owner of one of the coffee shops on the top. And even he said after he never experienced something like that, and it was not, for me, yes, and for me it was not like man and woman, and it was, no, I was not attracted to him that way. It was just recognition. And that night they invited me, his family and friends, they invited me to spend the night on the top of Petra, where they don't take tourists. We were just on a beautiful cliff, like stars, overlooking, just on outskirts of Petra. And that all activates in me memories. And it's so important to know I'm not just from what I'm here, right? Like right now, like Tara, from the day I was born today, I will die, I'm much more. I think the soul has fully come into play right now, and I love it. Because I just feel incomplete, I don't see sense in, what this world is offering us as an option, running around, I don't know, making money, la. It's just not. Anyway.
It could be for some, it's all
yes,
good.
absolutely, all good. But
Yes.
it's just some of us,
It's all good.
different song is playing. And
We're all on different paths of spiral. So.
But what I want to say, and this morning I'm thinking about it and going a little bit within and connect. Yes, in dunes, what I could see why I was crying, because I saw people standing, the elders and young people. They were just standing there, looking like Bedouins, just in their eyes, and they would not say nothing. They would just look at me, just without words, saying, "Do you remember? Remember?" And my tears just as he's driving, he's looking at me, tears just, and there is Rumi, like perfect scenery, and there are those dunes on one side, desert on the other. And I just felt like I somehow left my tribe. The time, where are they? Like, and they told me, well, you want to be lonely wolf for some time. You left. You want to be, and you want to experience it on your own. And my tears just, and I'm like, okay, I got it. I went back home, and I found my people. And we drive like a few minutes further down, and we turn to grab some water, and there was a dingo. standing and staring into us. We stop our car.
Very close.
Yeah, very close. We stop our car. And the dingo for me is Australian bull. And he looked like, I think he was older. For me, he looked like like a loner. And you know, it's harsh environments also for he's adopted, but still, there is not, I think, certain, when there is not a lot of water, there's not maybe a lot of food available, and you can see it on them. It's harsh environment. We saw much better looking, healthier dingoes.
But he seems fit.
Yes, absolutely.
Where
Well,
he's,
I just,
you know, like
yes.
in the environment.
I think the
Totally.
side that he was showing to me,
Probably.
that, you know, time to connect with your tribe and get back to my support system, my soul support system, my roots. And another story, but where I was going with this, sorry, just to check it, yes, it's recording. It seems like animals, plants, trees, rocks, land, water, everything coming together right now, everything conspiring into one big net of information to, you know, if we don't hear it from stone or rock, the dingo will come by. And today, after all this story, we sit on car to drive here, and there are certain stone structures that really intriguing me. They look really like blocks, and I always look at them like what they are, and you know, we would climb up there, and as we are driving, I'm looking into them as we are passing there, you know, all the way down the road, and all of a sudden there is a huge eagle flying along
Very low.
Yeah, very low, just above those structures, and very close to us. And then I said, please stop, I just need to record, we will show you in the end of the video. And one just sits on one of the bushes, and the other one somehow came up, and where we stopped, he stopped to circling around us.
Around.
And those are all protectors of the place. They are there, they were there. The eagle came that particular moment to remind me. And then there are beautiful flowers, they called desert rose, which it's so dry out there, but they bloom. And rose is rose, rose is love, and they are pink, they're beautiful, we'll show you the pictures. And when we turned from our caravan side, there was only one, just by the road, only one. And one would say that's nothing, but that's how life speaks. And it's everywhere right now, and there is so much bad news right now, and people are saying, oh my God, just about everything, you know, it's in April 2024, and then May.
Okay, prediction, well,
wait for
all
May,
the time, yeah.
June, July, now October.
I've been probably 15, you know, Earth destructions.
Yes,
you
yes.
know.
So it was October. Oh, wait for October with big eyes, you know. And now I just saw someone who was saying October is going to be like crucial. Now is November. You know, something I think tries to hold us in
fear.
state. Yes, and in state of
fear all the time.
expecting that something really bad is going to happen. And it might, it will, I don't know.
Yeah.
But on the other side, there is this, and there is story that we are telling it here, and that we will keep telling it. We're just getting
All
warm up.
lineage of ancestors. Actually.
Yes, we are just getting to warm up, you know, everything, wind, ocean, when we go fishes, when we go snorkel, everything telling us this story.
Yeah, everything can speak to you.
Yes, and
especially in the nature.
yes, I went to snorkel the other day, and as I stand on the shore, and I'm like, okay, please, can you give me something special, ocean, this time?
This is how we do it.
And I went out, and there was that beautiful fish like purple, dark purple, and then it has golden stripes with it, like on original art, kind of. And her pins are just most like from tiny silk, and how they dance like. And I saw, among other fishes, for some reason I choose her, and I went to follow her. And she noticed, you can see, she sees you with corner.
You made connection with eyes.
Yes, connect. She sees you, and then as we went, I followed her, and she came closer. At some point she was like right underneath my tummy. She figures you are not a danger, that's what she will check first. And then she figures you are interested in her, and then she figures you see her beauty. And then she'd start to try, and something happens, and then you connect. And then somehow,
it's not just looking, that's
as
important.
crazy as it sounds, she can hear your thoughts.
Yeah, no doubt.
We experienced that so many times with turtles.
Yeah,
with
no doubt. They interact with your thoughts.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
And I telling her in my thoughts how beautiful she is, and she just, she looks back, and she, like everybody likes to hear you're beautiful. All of us, right? Everybody wants to be beautiful because beauty is. Look, it is.
Yeah.
It's not narcissistic. Ocean has no trouble to show how beautiful it is and to tell it out loud in its colors and expression. It's not,
Yeah.
And anyway, and there are oyster stacks, like 3 of them. And there's a lot of fish around.
Place.
Yes, snorkeling place. There's a lot of fish around, and I asked her. And I started to think, you're my friend now. I got to love you. How I'm going to say goodbye now and never see you again. And then I said in my mind again, should we go? I would like to go to another
place. Yeah.
Another oyster stack, second one. Yeah. And that's where she went. She went right there.
She guided you.
Yes. Yeah. And she went right there, which was maybe, 50 meters away. 70 maybe more. Straight there, and then there is like a tunnel within, underneath rocks, and she took me there, and then she just disappeared under the tunnel, saying goodbye.
Here you are.
Right, here you are. This is for now, farewell. And she was gone, and I kept going. So, and we have experiences like this with turtles.
With many animals.
Yes. And where I'm going with this, and I would just like to encourage people to understand we as a human beings, we are not alone. There are invisible worlds and visible worlds that work with us if we seek it. If we ask for it, if we open, nobody will push us. Yes, nobody will push us, nobody will force us. It's just there if you desire. As Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you. If you desire, they will show up, you'll see them, you'll find them wherever you are. It might be in your city park. It's everywhere. Every single tree holds it. Maybe it's our backyards or whatever it is. And this communication for those who seek to live better life or to navigate this existence into something beautiful, and that communication is
connect,
crucial.
actually.
Yes. It's like breathing. Like breathe. You can't go further without that. So that's the story I had to tell.
Yeah. Beautiful. I like it.
Something to add, or we go snorkel?
Definitely inviting.
One thing I would like to add, like we are here, white sandy beach, and I was curious what sand, because we have experiences, beautiful experiences here, and I visualize a lot here, and it seems like when you visualize on certain places, when you manifest or whatever, like putting your attentions to certain goals you would like to achieve or you achieve. It seems like it works more on certain places, and Manu pointed out the also connected to pyramids, the quartz, the presence of quartz crystals. And one day I was wondering why I feel so well here. And light here, even when you come to town,
Totally
which is
different.
town,
Incredible.
it's white town.
Totally.
It's white.
But different than anywhere else.
Yes, like here.
We've been in many
places. It's white, and I'm sure it's somewhere else in the world too. But
And then
this is the whitest place
even
in
these
Australia.
blue colors, then it almost
Yes.
white. It's different. It's
Yes,
different.
different kind of white.
Different.
And I went to check what sand is made of, and I found out it's a lots of quartz in a sand, and that explains why a place, in my opinion, vibrates so good.
And
Why?
because of piezoelectric effect of the water, it's make you feel good.
Yeah. Now what's piezoelectric?
That's combination that quartz, because of vibration of the moving energy like water, goes and increase this stored information. You know, it cleans them up and increase energy. This is why they have prehistoric tunnels, for example, in Bosnia. You know, water usually when it's under you, it's not helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot sleep. If you sleep, it's not good for your health.
Yes.
But there, on a certain point, it was, you know, the megalith there for apparently no reason. But what you could see, it was crisscross under 30 meters of 3 water sources. A lot of energy goes up. It's negative energy, but this stone with quartz material change it, the frequency to positive.
Yes.
You know, this is one of them. Yeah.
So when you have places like this, you're naturally happy, and it's just like be cranky here if you can.
Everybody look happy faces, you know.
The
No
guy,
way.
like
No
Aussie
way, yeah.
guy, his family just down there. He came out of water snorkeling, and he just passed, and we say hello, and you know we recognize each other. We travelers, we look each other eyes, we know. We know
where
that
we
we
are
know.
and what it means.
And we know why we're doing it, and you know. And he just looked at us and he said, "This is life. This is why you live. It's not."
It's not just nourish the senses, né? To me, it's nourish the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soul.
And one more thing before we finish for today and run into the water. And one of the reasons why we are showing this is because I'm almost sure, even through picture, you can get to you what this place is offering to us. You know.
I agree.
And what I would like to finish it with, I'm really attracted to Joan Oceanworth from Hawaii. She's one of pioneers, if not the pioneers, swimming with wild dolphins and whales. And we have stories to tell about dolphins and whales, but that's some other time. And she spent so much time in water. I think she's coming closer to her 80s now.
I
She's
think
her
it's over
eyes.
80s.
She's just so alive. Her eyes are vibrant and alive as that girl there that's 4 years old, you know. And why? Because she spent through her life, she hangs with ocean so much. She hangs with dolphins, with beautiful animals. Her soul is just healthy. You can see that. And what she's saying, one of the things, like ocean, salty waters, they're full of sacred geometry, the structure of salt. And that's on the top of everything that already is dead.
Yeah,
So,
if you think of it, for example,
full of sacred geometry.
we on Balkans, for example, we have.
No, that's
It's all good, mate. It's all good. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers. We are Balkans, you know, are not so back, you know, maybe 100 years back, 150. People are much more sensitive to environment that we are right now, and they have certain, you know, rituals and stuff. And in the room, for example, they always put the bowl of salt. So why, you know, in corners of the room?
cleaning,
Yeah, like
cleansing.
we discover now, you know, through other sources, so even scientific one, you know, that there are certain substances that clear the space, enriches with oxygen and stuff, né? And to some, you know, like more metaphysical stuff, also that clean the so-called evil or dark spirits, you know, they don't like this. So you know, who knows? Maybe this is why we also feel, at least me, I'm really huge lover of natural waters of every kind, but especially sea and ocean. I'm born on the Mediterranean Sea, so I always been like that, and I always find some therapeutic effect on me, but I didn't understand it, you know. So maybe it's this, and we have a lot of mysteries to still to uncover on our journey. So
And it's exciting and
that's
beautiful.
it. It's exciting. It's beautiful. Like,
Yes.
you know.
And we both. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, and I want to say I'm almost 60, you know, and I feel like a kid, you know, 5 years old. So, you know, discover these things and share it with the people. So, yeah.
Yeah. What I would like to say, over the years, obviously we dive deep into many, you know, stories and theories and this and that and yes, and you know. Yes, there's stuff, obviously, organized criminal activity going on in this.
But maybe we leave this for next time.
Yeah, but just I want to say something going on, and also here, just at the end of the peninsula, there are strange antennas, and you know, in the form of pentagram, and you know, strange structures. And no, we leave this for next time. You're right. We'll cut this out.
Yeah,
So-
let's leave it on a nice note,
Yes,
you know.
yes. So thank you so much. If you find yourself listening this, talk to you soon. More stories. And the beauty of it all, it's not what I feel. The story becomes reality. It comes becoming living experience. So that's it.
For every single one of you who want to experience it, it's always in the choice.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Igor Snorkel.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.